did I put those? I created a little folder for them. There they are.
First. Godrex is first.
I'm so glad that's still a thing.
And Nathan Jarrett is right after. Hello, folks. Yeah, AVP. Good old AVP 2010. Decided since we're close to, what, the 12th anniversary?
Yeah,
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, and Xander's right after. Hello.
It seemed appropriate.
Yeah, we're probably going to get wrecked by people like you, Nathan. People that do still play this regularly.
I went on to try and remember the controls before you got here. And I was like, oh, I do not remember these controls very well. Right, I'm just muting while I destroy my keyboard. Just bear with.
Yes, Halo did take some inspiration from Aliens. I don't know about Predator. I mean, I know the elites have those mandibles, but I mean, maybe, I don't know. Hadn't heard that before. Speaking of Halo, I enjoyed Infinite. I really liked the single player. I've kind of fallen off of the multiplayer, mostly because the progression was kind of bork, and I hope they improve that. I heard they were already improving it, so maybe I need to hop back on that sometime. But hopefully they have some new content, you know, for all these live service games. They don't exactly keep the service happening too frequently. Oh yeah, man, we got this covered. Has the scoop on that, so you know it's legit. We should see it soon. Just kidding. I wouldn't trust anything they report on.
I've just got to unmute myself just to say what a trash website they are. Like, they legit make me angry whenever I see somebody post one of their links, because such a bullshit website. Yeah. Such a bullshit website.
That was funny how they're like their British version. I don't know if it's the same company or not, but giant freaking robot that also pulls stuff right out of their ass got called out by James Gunn, was it? The director of
yeah.
And it's like, do you guys have any shame? Like,
of course they don't. As long as those clicks are generating that ad revenue, they don't give a shit.
Richard thought the open world setting of Halo Infinite was great, but the actual campaign missions were a little generic. Yeah, the semi-open world format, I mean, I liked it. It was something new and different for Halo, but I also kind of missed those really defined campaign levels that felt like each one was a bit distinct from the last, you know? It's a shame that the co-op was delayed for Infinite, because I think that sandbox would work so much better in co-op. So now almost everyone's already played the single player, but that's when I see myself going back to it, is when they do release the co-op and Forge, because I think we'll start seeing some really good stuff with those.
Yeah,
because the gunplay the gunplay is fantastic, and it's weird because the game was delayed another year. It's like, guys, come on.
It's just the trend these days, isn't it? Disappointing to say.
Nope. Nothing, no scoops we can bring you on that, Xander. I hope so. It's been long enough since the last AVP game. I would love another one. I mean, right now, the only thing we know for sure is coming is more content for Hunting Grounds and Fireteam Elite. But there's so much they could do, and I mean, I know we're fans, so we always think that. But in terms of remastering old games, like, I saw people calling for a remaster of this one, even on the Steam reviews, I think. Like, recently, the Steam reviews were just very positive for this game. People wanting a remaster. Like, the graphics for this game hold up for a 10-year-old game, so I think if you spiffed it up a little bit, added some of those cut maps, fleshed out the Survivor mode, I think you could do a really good re-release of this game, and a number of the older games as well.
Alright, I'm ready.
Finally, jeez.
It takes me a while.
Should have all this stuff typed up before we start streaming.
Well, no, because I have to then share it to all the groups.
Alright, let me invite you, yeah.
I think you have to go into multiplayer first before you can invite to a party.
Invite to lobby. There we go. Okay. Sage Rodriguez says, if we get an AVP reboot, hope it's set in the future and has Colonial Marines, because we all know that Disney owns Fox and they love cinematic universe. Yeah, these days they've wanted to keep them a bit more separate. But we'll see. We'll see how Disney handles it. I mean...
I'm in the party, by the way.
We have the show, which I doubt will have any Predator illusions, so...
Oh, no.
So yeah, let's see if we still got some active servers.
There was earlier.
Maybe the anniversaries generated some interest. We got one with 12. EVP unknown guys. Those guys love keeping old games running, don't they?
Yeah, drop us in that. Richard says, I can't remember, does 2010 have a campaign co-op?
It's mixed
No.
species. We should probably be Team 2. Or can we not? Is it automatically set?
No, it balances you out.
Okay.
No, Richard, it doesn't have co-op, campaign co-op, but it does have a skirmish mode, which was Survivor, I believe it was called in this incarnation, which was for Marines versus waves of aliens. I think mixed species team deathmatch was an interesting concept, because I don't think the other games did this.
I think AVP2 had a mixed species, didn't it?
I don't think it did.
Yeah, Godrex, and anyone else who wants to just hop in the server. I can't promise we're going to be doing this game mode the whole time, but...
Just popped out on me.
Oh, you crashed?
Well,
I'm still playing.
Yeah, I'm back again.
Yeah, I'm so worthless in this game now.
You remember how to block?
Yes.
Okay, that's the key part.
Yes. I always thought this game worked much better with a controller.
I was finding that earlier.
Yeah. Than keyboard and mouse. Die!
Sage Rodriguez had this on his birthday back in 2010. Man, I still remember all the hype up the... Oh, I'm going to be on the other team now. Oh, I don't... Oh, yeah, there you are. Yeah, I remember all the hype in the lead up to 2010.
Oh, it was such hype for that.
The demo. Yeah, just that demo. Was it a weekend or a week? But I just remember it, you know, on Refinery.
Can I get one kill, please? I hope you guys enjoy watching me get wrecked.
And we put him on because he's the good player.
Yeah, but the people that are still playing this game are like... Yeah.
Oh, can't remember what block it's actually on my Marine.
I always did really like this map, though.
Yeah. Oh, man. I remember when we used to be really good at this.
Yeah, we are out of practice.
Well, we're always out of practice on all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on the ping.
You say the ping?
The ping. Oh, I killed somebody.
Damn it!
Yay.
You killed me.
Oh. Well, that explains it then.
Hey, on the bright side is we should be playing these games more now with the weekly streams.
Yeah, we should. And we really should just set up community game nights again where we give people some advance notice and we can have a few games. I mean, we have our own server for this, it's just not active right now.
Oh, it bombed out again.
Verify integrity of the game cache?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm getting a couple kills now. Yeah, Xander's right. Just a warm-up round.
Who would win Rookie versus Dark versus 6? I know,
Rookie's very lucky.
Yeah, he'd just fall asleep and miss it all.
Sage Rodriguez says, my favorite predators are Jungle Hunter, Fugitive, Scarface, Valkyrie from Hunting Grounds, and the samurai one called Lost Predator. A samurai one called Lost Predator.
Can't think what that one is.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that one. But yes, all good predators. Did they call Borg Lost?
Well, maybe.
I can't remember. Yeah, the sniper rifle in this game is really good. It's almost as good as the one in AVP2. Not quite. That's still the best video game sniper rifle of all time. But
it was Borg. Yes, you're all right. I still wish somebody'd straight up do the scope rifle from the tech manual, though. Nobody's just done.
This kind of felt close to it.
Yeah, it was close, but it was completely different. Because if I remember rightly, it was based on an old German rifle that never got made. Xander, did you ever send me the pictures? I can't remember. You're saying he's working on a ped suit again soon. Because I'm sure we talked about this on one of the last streams, and I don't think you sent me the pictures.
Oh, man. Woohoo! I got an alien.
Yeah, actually getting your eye in there.
A little bit. I'm still not doing super well on the scoreboard here. But we did join a long game in progress. I mean, there's still 14 minutes left.
Oh, yeah, I forgot these guys like long time limits. Do we have a server? Was that the one your buddy did us?
Yeah, we do have a server. I'm not sure if it's up right now, just because it wasn't getting much activity. But we can switch it on if need be.
I think time zone wise makes the community nights a bit of a problem now. I was like, I always want to do this time on weekdays, don't I? But it doesn't help you guys.
Yeah, when we played this on Xbox 360, it was just awesome. Because except for the matchmaking kind of sucks sometimes, but we still had a lot of really good games.
We always went in as a party, so it wasn't as bad. But yeah, the console matchmaking must be dire. Few files failed to validate and must be reacquired.
KG, welcome to the stream, and thank you. Appreciate that. Japanese character 17. I recognize your...
That's Mitch. It's Mitch.
Mitch, that's right. That's right. Yes, this game is good, and the soundtrack is good. I wish they'd release more soundtracks for the games. Still are waiting for the Fireteam Elite one.
Especially when the matches used to come to an end on this game, and the soundtrack just kicked in.
Yeah.
Man, I love February time every year because I just then start to remember how awesome this game was. Or how awesome I found him. Yeah, Xander, just pop him across to me on Facebook, mate.
Must destroy my persecutor. That was an interesting little mechanic. If someone keeps killing you, it's like, hey, here they are, go get them. Oh, I'm alive. Whoa.
We're on your team now. I also like the anniversary week because it's a reminder that a lot of people did really enjoy this game. I've seen so many comments were about, you know, underappreciated and how much they loved it and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think Rebellion would love to do another one. I just don't know if the studio has interest. I mean, I assume this game did well.
Yeah, it did well.
I just don't know who, if anyone, holds the license for AVP. Or if it would just be like Fireteam Elite where they would self-publish.
I don't think anybody has the license anymore, because Sega only had it for a finite amount of time.
Well, here's a question. If they did do an AVP 3, would you want it to continue with the continuity and story of this game, where they go to the alien homeworld and it kind of has the feel of old AVP, you know? Or would you want them to do something entirely new, incorporate more of the new alien canon?
I don't think they'd ever do something that was old. Oh, damn it. Like, I can't imagine them doing an AVP 4 that follows this or the storyline from the other one, from 2.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of weird because this was pre-Prometheus, this game. And so this was before you had the, like, divorcing of alien canon from AVP. In terms of it being incompatible. But, I mean, that didn't stop Dark Horse, right? With their Fire and Stone and Life and Death series. They just brought it into the new alien canon. So I wonder if it would be like that, like a Fire and Stone, like a Life and Death, like prequel elements with AVP, or if it would just be like, hey, this is a separate AVP continuity.
No, they'd incorporate all the new stuff. 100% they'd just incorporate Prometheus. And if I remember rightly, when we spoke to... Do you remember when we spoke to the lead designer of this game? You know, they were saying at the time that there was stuff that they couldn't do because of Prometheus being in development.
Well, it still would have been engineers at that point, right?
Yeah. Ah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes, Harley, we're playing on the PC.
Yeah, mixed species team deathmatch is always rough for me because I always think the Marines are on my side until they start shooting at me.
You know what? It never bothered me at the time, but the ADS, lack of ADS, feels so weird to me at the minute.
Yeah, after ACM and Fireteam Elite, I don't think they could do another AVP without ADS, unless they were really going for that old school feel, you know.
It wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen.
Calum, welcome to the stream. One of our community moderators, YouTube and Discord moderators.
They're contractually obliged to come and join us on streams. "2010 was also the first time I ever got to go to a game studio and do the pressy kind of thing.
Oh, I'm sure that was so cool. Yeah.
Oh, mate, it was one of my most favourite experiences. Was sitting in the boardroom at Rebellion Studios in Oxford. They called it Mega City 1, but of course they also own
Alien saved me there.
Dread. Lights down, heating off, playing the first campaign mission.
Okay, I'm getting some kills now. I'm doing better. Just need a little practice.
Andy says, I wonder if Fox Disney doesn't want to do anything AVP related and wants to keep the two IPs separate. Yeah, that is very much the impression we are getting from what we do know.
Yeah, well, I mean,
happenings from behind the scenes.
When they announced the new AVP anthology novel, they specifically said, or the editor specifically said, the AVP movie universe. So I assume that means it's a completely separate continuity. But what is also weird is you had, again, those endings for the Predator that were shot, and that wasn't super long ago. I know they didn't happen, but they were at least thinking of a connected universe if they shot them, unless those were just shot to throw people off.
That one, well, you've got to remember as well, is that the same bloke who produced the AVP movies produces the Predator movies.
John Davis.
So, yeah, John Davis. So this will be him. It reeks of producer genius. Those seems to.
You think he wanted those shot just so he could be like, "Come on, guys, let's do it"? And they were like, "No, we're not doing this."
Yeah, pretty much. Because as I understand it, Fox pissed that those scenes got out.
That's funny. Yeah, this game really was so good. It's funny, I remember when this came out, I mean, it was mixed to positive reception, but you had some people that were like, just you guys wait, Gearbox will show us how it's done. It's like, nope, that didn't exactly pan out.
What I find health too. Oh, there we go. As he dies. Yeah, Caleb, it is stupid to keep them separate. They are very much intertwined. But there is also no denying that some of the directions aren't quite compatible anymore. You know, Prometheus invalidates. Ah.
Well, Scott should have just listened to Lindelof when he was like, hey, we already have a Wayland. But Scott just gave him a mean look and he was like, oh, okay, never mind. So now we have two continuities. We have Alien and AVP / Predator.
Yeah, well, as of the Predator, because Shane Black counted them in there, didn't he?
Unless Prey definitively says this is the species' first time on Earth, which I don't think that's going to be portrayed. I think it's just going to be this is this specific Predator's first time on Earth. That's
what I'm hoping for. I'm not sure how they'd really portray that anyway.
Yeah. Oh.
I got him. I got him. I avenged you, brother.
How much time we got left? 2 minutes. Almost 3 minutes.
Oh.
Caleb says, hell, it wouldn't be that hard to make them match up. Just say that Guy Pearce Wayland took over after Lance disappeared. Yeah, I mean, in the past, I've kind of tried to headcanon it to be like they were related, but with Covenant, it just really doesn't work. Unless that whole, those were when the aliens were created, is retconned again, which, given the time period of the series, is very possible now.
And I very much welcome it. Not long until we get Ultimate Prey. You looking forward?
Yeah. Yeah, that should be good, right?
Hope so.
I mean, you did not like Bug Hunt, right?
I liked about 4 or 5 stories in Bug Hunt. I liked Scott Siegler's.
So it was a mixed bag.
It was mostly negative because I think there was about 18 stories in there, and I enjoyed 5 of them.
Yeah, that's not the best ratio.
Yeah.
But if it bleeds, you gave it 10 out of 10.
Oh, I loved If It Bleeds. If It Bleeds was all... There wasn't a single short in there that I didn't enjoy.
But that is kind of funny that you have the editor of the Predator anthology and the editor of the Alien anthology coming together to do the AVP one. It's very appropriate.
It makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, damn it. Why is there so many?
But we have 2 AVP books coming. And what's interesting is they're called Aliens versus Predators. It's like, it's the old logo. Both of them, yeah. It's the old logo, but the subtitle is, instead of Alien versus Predator, which was usually associated with that logo, it's Aliens versus Predators. So I wonder if that's like a new branding they're doing for AVP stuff.
I don't like it.
It kind of grew on me a little bit, because usually there's more than one Predator involved. But yeah, it does kind of make you think of 2010's Predators, doesn't it?
And I like Predators. We all know this. But yeah, it feels weird to me. I just want Alien versus Predator. Just
both singular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Am I max rank now? No.
It's like 43 in it.
I'm almost at max rank, yeah. I don't know, what do you guys think? What's better? Alien versus Predator? Aliens versus Predator? Or Aliens versus Predators?
I don't think we get the Rift War for a little while though, do we?
Yeah, that one's...
Not July time or something.
It's something like that. Summer. Okay, I'll change species at least to make it more interesting. I'll do Predator.
But like, we've got Ultimate Prey on the 1st, and then we've got Colony War, an Alien book, on the start of April.
Did you see the? Yeah, you did. You saw the cover art for.
Oh my
Rift
god,
War.
that cover art!
Oh, it
so
wasn't.
bad.
It wasn't the worst. Like
I
you
know,
even said that. You're like, it's not the worst we've seen from Titan.
But it's still bad. I mean, there's different lighting on the Predator.
Yeah, I mean,
and the Alien.
well, the Alien is a Photoshop, and the Predator is an actual like set photo of one of the Preds, so it doesn't quite match up stylistically.
It's like, why didn't they apply a filter over the top of it and just give it a colour tone? Make them at least look remotely... Seriously, I feel bad for the intern at Titan that does these covers. Like, if he ever reads, or she ever reads, the comments that people make on those books... He's there with GIMP, with 5 minutes to slap a cover together.
The Predator is definitely a bit more agile in hunting grounds than he is in this game.
Yeah, the Predator's a bit smoother than the focus system. I think at the time, it was really good.
Because it was new, and yeah.
It took a bit of learning. I mean, I don't... It's probably because I'm out of practice, but the Alien isn't quite as fluid for me.
Yeah, the focus jump has kind of a wind-up system, and sometimes it seems to take too long. Oh, we got an alien over there. Oh, he's on my team.
I just ran by you.
Sizzy, welcome to the stream.
Well, there's only 3 on their team. 2 aliens and a Pred.
Aliens versus Predators. Yeah, that's the ultimate one, really.
You must have really enjoyed the ancient-y, statuey aesthetic that this game went for.
Oh, dude, yeah, because you know I was one of the few people that liked those movies, and so having them incorporate the pyramids and stuff, which I'd already liked in the tie-in little graphic novels too, the Civilized Beasts and Thrill of the Hunt. So to have that be brought into the games, I thought was really well done. I wish you could have explored more of the pyramid in the main game. It was kind of interesting how it was like an upside-down pyramid in this big lava chamber. But I do wish you could have explored it a bit more. Man, I am not finding too much prey here.
I always liked the pyramid stuff because it really reminded me of
Oh, we don't have very balanced teams, do we?
Temporal of Unknown Origin from AVP Classic.
Oh yeah, because that was very like stone temple-y.
Man, I love that level. I just love AVP. That's all there is.
I mean, that's what got us started with our site, was AVP 2. It's our love of that game.
Well it was Temple was the first game. It was Rebellion's classic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I played that before I ever played 2. But it was 2's multiplayer.
That really got us hooked, yeah. I can't remember if I played 1 or 2 first. I think I also played 1 first, yeah. But 2 is what really got us. That's what hooked me in the fandom ever since.
Did you play any of the others before AVP 2?
I played, I think as a kid I played some of the Genesis ones. Maybe I played Trilogy on PlayStation.
Oh man, you are so old.
Hey, you didn't have a Genesis? You're just about as old as I am.
No, my first console was the Sega Saturn.
Well, that was the next one, so it wasn't exactly that far.
So I played Trilogy.
I think I had Trilogy as well, and I think I had Alien Resurrection. But I might have gotten Resurrection after AVP. Oh.
I didn't buy Resurrection until the recent years, and I still haven't played it. Because I really do struggle with the older games now, you know.
Oh, Resurrection is just super hard in general. So is Trilogy. They're both very difficult games. Oh,
I did.
we got enemy predators here.
I did make a good dint in Trilogy when I played it again, like about 10 years or something ago. And I think so Trilogy came out on PS1, Sega Saturn,
PC.
and PC. Yep. Yeah, I made a good dint in it. I got to the alien part of the game on the derelict. I love that the game called it the Bone Ship. I think that's brilliant and charming. The Bone Ship.
On first AVP or on Trilogy?
On Trilogy.
Yeah, that is cool. That's a good name for it.
I need to actually finish that. But probably, like I was saying, you know, I struggle with old games because they're very samey these days. Well, that's how it feels.
The spear was pretty good in this game. You just had to
actually being able to throw it.
You had to aim true with it.
Which made a real big difference from AVP 2.
Where it was just melee combat focused, yeah. Oh, and I did not aim true.
Oh, damn. Oh yeah, the executions in this game were brilliant, Caleb. Like, one of the things I really love about this is it feels so in your face. Like, I love the rock, paper, scissors mechanic. I really do, but just because it feels so visceral. And the executions were a huge part of that as well.
smart disk in this is not quite as OP as it was in
AVP2.
AVP2.
Yeah, man.
And this one, it's like the semi-smart disk. It's the follow your laser disk.
Which I find it a lot more controllable than I find the disc in Hunting Grounds.
Yeah, where you just fly it. Yeah. Oh, we got an enemy predator here, I think. That's right. The ultimate predator. I think you know what is on the ship. Anyway, kill her. I told her everything, so you might as well kill her.
What are you on about?
The movie The Predator.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, how's the commentary coming on that?
I've done about 20 minutes of it, I think.
Oh,
But
so
then
it's coming slowly.
Yeah, well, we've recorded podcasts since then.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, so we just, if you haven't already, we just released our interview with Ian Edgington, who has done a lot of the 90s comics that you are probably fans of. Which has been cool, and we recorded finally an episode on Destroying Angels, which I'm about 30 minutes into, Adam, to be fair.
Nice.
And it's going well. I'm really enjoying that one.
Yeah, because we're huge fans of that comic. You so a little bit more than me.
Hey, but everybody still really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Eric liked it as much as he did.
Yeah, Eric doesn't like anything.
And he's really not an EU fan. But no, I really enjoyed recording that episode. And I've been enjoying listening to it while I'm editing it. I always forget how difficult it's the interviews to edit and put together. They're the ones that take a lot of work. The discussions, not so much. We got to a point where we're actually all generally pretty confident speakers on there, so it's quite nice. Still remember putting together the first couple of episodes with Mikey.
Yeah, going back and listening to those was fun. Ah, ugh.
You listen to some of the old ones?
Yeah, they are really good. A lot of it is just like, sorry guys, technical difficulties, we're sorry.
I think we recorded the first episode about 4 times.
Yeah, but it's very charming.
Me, I absolutely cringe.
There we go.
Vander says I might be working on a P2 suit soon. I've got to decide on what Lost Hunter paint scheme to do. Oh. How about Snake?
The Snake's a cool one.
I'd love to own one of the suits. Or an alien suit. Or just the Colonial Marine armor. I need to have a look and actually see how much Cemetery English's replicas cost. And then find somebody who's talented to paint it.
Do I need some power? I need some power, I think.
Oh, they're down to 2 guys now. They're Predators left.
Yeah, maybe we will need to play some Survivor. Which is fine. I like Survivor.
Yeah, me too. I wonder if the other server's got anybody in it. So there was 2 live servers.
I wish I could just switch teams. make it a little bit more balanced.
Yeah, that was a problem with the console generation designed games, wasn't it? One of those features were...
Well, this was an interesting time where people, including me, were like, "Oh, PC gaming is dead," and then it just really shot back, and it's super popular now. And a lot of the console games, well, I mean, consoles are even more like PCs now, so a lot of the games just have more PC type features. Even on console, you have like your performance mode and your ray tracing mode and stuff. So it is nice. It's nice.
Sander says he's surprised I don't own any Colonial Marine armor.
I'm surprised too. Yeah.
Mate, it's expensive. I'm a middle class working dude.
Just cardboard. So at least if you have something, you know. Spray paint that cardboard green. There you go.
I think it might be a bit too low key. It's alright, I already have my low budget cosplay. You've seen that facehugger mask I've got, surely. It looks terrible.
Oh, the one with the eye holes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad one for sure.
That was one of the officially licensed Halloween masks that they did for AVP. If you remember, they did the grid.
The grid, that looked terrible. They did the Berserker Predator, which was okay. But still not great. None of the Ruby's costumes are really that great. I got this, like, I still have it. It's definitely Alien inspired, but not official. I got it in like the early 2000s, late 90s or something. But it looked really good, honestly. It kind of looks like a juvenile queen or something. I think I've shown you that one before.
I can't remember. You'll have to send it me again.
But that's probably my favorite mask that I own.
Didn't you get...
I do have a Predator 2 mask that was commissioned by somebody back in the day.
Well, didn't you get one of the 3D printed ones from... oh, I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah.
The Hunting Grounds mask.
Yeah. I should know his name off the top of my head, too. Or their name.
Oh, Legs. It's Legs. If shipping wasn't so horrendous, I would get one from them.
Yeah. Well, come visit the US and just put it back in your suitcase.
Bring one home with
yeah.
me. Yeah. What part of a poor working class man did you not just get?
Well, we'll step it up, son.
Get to work in this
capitalist You should be rolling.
It's not the way corporations work. Oh, God Rex has joined.
God Rex, yeah, we will finish this up.
No, he's on the other team.
Oh, he's in here. Okay,
yeah,
good.
He's in here.
Well, we will take you out then. Prepare to die.
That's big talk. That's big talk.
We're losing viewers because I'm just jumping around looking for people to kill. Not enough people to kill. That's okay.
Oh, once this game's
we
done,
don't do this for the viewer count. We do this so that the people who engage with us can chit chat with us, and it's fun. It's fun to chit chat.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, if we did this for the viewer count, we would have given up long ago.
We're not in it for the YouTube monies, are we? Xander says, what's my favourite bio because you know a biomaker in the UK? Okay, shoot me over those details when you send me the pictures, Xander. Because I don't know if I'd be able to pick a fave. At the minute, offhand anyway. So if I remember right, wasn't the actual 3D printed mask not terribly priced from Legs?
Yeah, Praetorian model
like
is cool. The tiny Praetorian, unlike the big one in the campaign.
Because they crouch you down as well, don't they?
Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, wasn't Legs's mask actually reasonably priced? I mean, like $100 or something.
Yeah. Well, I think it was more than that, but it totally worth it. I hope they do more Predator biomasks. I'll have to hit them up and see if they'd be willing to do another one from the game. I just thought the default one from the game is like so recognizable as like, oh yeah, that's from Hunting Grounds. But I'm trying to think if I have like a favorite from that game. I don't know if I do.
They did really do well developing the various masks for that. I wish there were just more armor sets. You know?
Yeah, because they have so many masks, but they only have like 3 base armor sets, and they only have the ones from the classes.
Ah, I got Rex.
New Hunting Grounds update next week is the last week in February, so assumedly next week. So we'll probably be streaming that next weekend, I would imagine.
Oh, I want to finally do a Mythanatos encounter episode.
If there's new content, we gotta do the new content. You know how it is, dog. And then we'll do your Thanatos encounter.
The people want it. I'm telling you, they want it.
All right, people. If there's new Predator Hunting Grounds DLC, would you rather we play that, or would you want to see an old ass Game Boy game?
What? Stop trying to bias the audience with the language there. If there's any actual content worth streaming. Like, what are you actually expecting? I'm not expecting anything, really.
Uh-oh, we're starting to become robotic. It's okay. It'll pass. Oh! I knew everyone's gonna say old-ass Game Boy. Yeah, it seems like you're the winner here. So we can go ahead and do that.
Oh man, I forgot how actually hard it was. I played it again earlier in the week to try and get sound levels right for when we were streaming it.
Whoa, kind of a cluster here.
Frigius can't find it. Make sure you've got it set to internet dedicated. And it's the AVP unknown mixed species team and deathmatch.
Yeah, the trophy kills were super awesome in this game.
Okay. There's an alien around here.
Yeah, he's up on the wall. Come on down here. What are you doing?
I knocked him down. Oh god, Rex got me.
Is this the new fight spot? Right here in this beam of light?
Tyler says, I'd really like to see you guys do a stream playing the RPG. Problem with the RPG is they tend to be really long.
Yeah.
And there's often spots of, right, it's toilet time.
Yeah, and as much as I love the RPG, it can be kind of hard to just nail it, because, Aaron, I've never GM'd before. I think you've GM'd once. So I don't know how good we would be.
But to be fair, we've got Chris, and although, yeah, Sunday probably not be a good chance for him.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, it's a good idea. I think there's another expansion coming sometime, and we still have to play through the third one of that trilogy.
No, I don't think this one. I don't think the one we got in the operations manual is in that storyline.
No, I mean the yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The next one. So maybe we can do that one.
But to be fair, I think from what Chris was saying, Chevy was saying, the one in the ops manual is actually a campaign rather than a cinematic scenario. I'd really like to start playing them again, though.
Yeah, as would I. I we played them pretty regularly for a while, and we've taken a good break now. I think I'm ready to get back in. Oh.
Well, you know how unsociable I was feeling last year, which is a good part of why I didn't really push to play anything.
Well, I hope this year's going better for you.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I'm enjoying this year. Tyler, did you watch the actual play we did of Chevy's custom scenario? Because we did at least put that up.
Yeah, I think we have a few old streams of the RPG that we did.
No, it was just the one session.
They were recordings, not streams.
Yeah. I think we did do some recordings, but never released them. I don't even think we've still got them.
Oh.
Cool. I still need to read the ops manual. I haven't read through it yet.
See, that's why I still buy all the stuff, even if I'm not actively playing, is there's good lore in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's probably why I'll buy the Blade Runner RPG. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get it. I mean, play it, but I like that juicy lore, man. Juicy sci-fi lore.
You into Blade Runner that much?
A bit. I just watched the anime. I mean, obviously, I'm not as big of a Blade Runner fan as I am like Alien and Predator fan, but I'm a casual fan of that franchise.
Kingdom says he's read through all the player side stuff in the ops manual, and it's cool. I was thinking it might be about time I actually read through Stargate RPG. I was waiting for the physical copy. Yeah, it's been out like all year.
Who did that one?
Wyvern Gaming. But
Wyvern? You mean Wyvern?
Yeah, I pronounce it Wyvern, but
like the dragon.
Like the dragon, yeah.
Yeah, I always thought it was Wyvern.
But apparently, Brexit's making it hard for me to get them to get their stuff into the UK. So I might just give up and read the PDF and see if I can get in any gaming groups. Because that's my other big love, which I'm sure you know.
Man, the stream is quite delayed. Like
Tim Graham says, "Are we watching Raised by Wolves?" You've watched season 1, haven't you?
I haven't finished it yet. I've gotten about halfway through it. I need to.
Yeah, I've got about the same, about halfway through, and then I've lost my copy. So I haven't got around to getting it. I wish they'd bring them out on DVD. And I was enjoying it. I was enjoying it. I know the ending was supposedly wild, but I've managed to avoid spoilers.
As have I, and I was enjoying it as well. But that's what I kept hearing was like, oh, the ending to season 1 is crazy. So I need to just watch it already. But I did like the Blade Runner anime. It was getting some flack when they first released previews of that, but I honestly thought it was really good.
I've not watched it. I will do. I don't think it's available on my side of the pond yet, though. Is it a HBO thing?
It's if you're watching it online, it's Crunchyroll and it's on Adult Swim if it's on. Yeah.
Okay. I've got Crunchyroll, so...
Then you probably got it. If it's an international license too, which I assume it is.
Xander says, is Stargate Origins canon? I think as far as the Stargate Origins people are concerned, I'm sure Brad Wright and Jonathan Glasner probably don't care.
Well, if you're just gonna stand there...
I did actually manage to find some enjoyment in Origins, even if it was terrible at an objective level, but... Tim says, regarding the Alien RPG, the world building is great and has some alien connections. What do you mean, has alien connections? Oh yeah, and there's going to be a mini RPG scenario at the back of your book, isn't there?
Oh yeah, that's an interesting thing with what is it, Colony War?
Is it Colony War or is it Inferno?
Oh, one of those two. But yeah, they'll have the first time that we get a little mini RPG scenario in the back of the novel. Hopefully, it doesn't like take away too much space from the book. But that is really an interesting concept to have that tie-in.
Yes, tell me about it. Because I mean, it's more story as well.
Oh, Tim was talking about Raised by Wolves, having the alien tie-in with the white blood. Yeah, I heard that comparison before, but I don't know. It seems like Raised by Wolves with the whole religious war on Earth is a bit far from
Enjoy
Alien.
that?
I mean, it's cool, but it just doesn't seem like it's something that would fit in the Alien universe. Kind of like Blade Runner, you know, people that are like, Alien and Blade Runner fit perfectly. It's like, no, they really don't. LA was a dystopian like cyberscape in 2019, and in Blade Runner.
I mean, there's I think a lot of tonal
Oh, for sure, yeah.
similarities.
But that was an interesting choice to go with like the white blood and Raised by Wolves.
I'm sure it was a very deliberate thing.
Yeah.
Ow. Save me, Hive, brother.
Okay, we got a minute left.
Which book is Mother's book? No, it's not Colony War, it's Inferno's Fall.
1 minute remaining.
I think Marvel's second arc should be wrapping up soon as well, shouldn't it?
Oh joy. At least the cover was cool. The new one, did you see that? It's kind of a play on the Queen album.
The Queen cover, yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing about that series that's consistently impressed me is the cover art. It's been
I'm still
pretty damn
finding
good.
stuff in the story that I enjoy. It's mainly LaRocco's stuff that...
Yeah, the quote-unquote art is the main thing holding it back. Which is just too bad for the launch of Marvel series. But hopefully with the third arc, they hear the feedback and correct that.
Xander says, do you think we'll pen a book?
We should hit up Titan and be like, hey, just let us write a book. Yeah, I don't think they would allow that.
No. Thing is, I have ideas for...
Well, it looks like... do we want to stick with this server?
I mean, pop out, see if there's anybody else in the different server.
Okay. Because it looked like the teams had grown a little bit.
But just see if there's a different one with people, and if not, we'll just pop back in.
Nope, that's still the main one.
Okay.
We could do
that's fine.
one more and then some Survivor. Does that sound good?
We've probably got time for a couple more.
Okay. I will switch to Alien, so people have gotten one of each.
I'm gonna go Marine. So I do have ideas for for audio dramas, and I start writing them, but I never finish them, which annoys me.
Didn't the PO guys? Oh, aren't they doing their own audio drama?
Yeah, they do. They do one like every year. You know, I'm jealous of their follow through when it comes to those, because I have some in my mind some really good pictures.
Yeah, and I could do it. I could voice act. You know, I have acting experience.
Does your experience count as acting experience?
Actually, yeah. I was invited to join Screen Acting Guild. I was a child actor.
I started writing another one, intending it to be like a short half-hour thing, but I haven't cracked the first 2 pages yet. And in all fairness, I do know enough about where to go for like the casting calls and stuff like that anyway. Xander, are you a part of the audio drama? I've loved that format for a long time. For a long time. Because I remember listening to some Star Trek fan dramas when I was in my teens. And I've really been enjoying seeing it take off, you know, officially and fanly. Like I enjoy Alien Solaris stuff. It's just a shame they never get to.
Yeah, it's such a cool format because it feels kind of retro, like, you know, old Lone Ranger radio drama kind of style, but it also feels very modern because it's not something that's typically done. So,
it's taking off, I think.
yeah, I mean, we still get some here and there, and Audible's mostly been doing them. Well, for Alien, they did all the official ones. They've done 4, and they were all quite good. So, it's a shame.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a shame we haven't gotten more of those. I would love to see another one.
But like, I'm really enjoying and appreciate the fan stuff. But like, there's other genres and things like that as well. You know, I love ID. Did you know they did an Independence Day one?
No.
As in for the original Independence Day film.
Was it like official or a fan thing?
Yeah, no, it was an official one. Oops. So it was envisioned as like a UK version of the War of the Worlds or some Wales kind of thing.
That's cool. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna
Which
get
is
you.
fantastic. Star Trek's doing an official one now. They've got a tie into the new season of Picard coming out next week, I think. With Jerry Ryan and the actress who voices. I can't remember her name.
How's that show going, by the way? I know fans are kind of split on it. No. It feels like Trek has never really recovered after JJ ruined it.
Well, I mean, I really, really enjoy Lower Decks, and I gave Discovery a good go. But as of season 4, I'm just watching it out of obligation now.
So your hope is in Strange New Worlds, then that'll go back to the way things used to be.
Well, it's not necessarily about the way things used to be. Like, I hate mystery box storytelling because I don't think it makes a rewatch appealing. Yeah, and Caleb's pointing out the Big Finish audio dramas that kept Doctor Who alive before. Wasn't Moffat, was it? Was Moffat the first one? Whoever relaunched that with Christopher what's his face. I'm not a massive Doctor Who fan, but I did listen to the Paul McGann dramas because it was Paul McGann. But yeah, Lower Deck's the only one I've been genuinely enjoying of the new track.
Well, how good was Picard on the next generation aesthetic? Like, in terms of that...
Well, it wasn't.
The computer screens had that same, like, interface style, right? As next generation? Kind of?
Yeah, I mean, LCARs were still on there, but the other stuff wasn't there. I mean, they can't stop redesigning stuff. So, like, I wasn't keen on the redesigned Borg.
So they're, like, totally different than the Borg?
I mean, not totally, but enough. And, like, I don't massively like the redesigned Klingons, and I don't like all the redesigned other bits.
Aren't they trying to backtrack on the Klingon thing? Because that was so controversial? They're like, oh, it was just this old faction of Klingons that look like this or something.
Not that I saw. I mean, they
well, the RPG, well, not the RPG, the MMO did that, right? It established them as like a separate Klingon faction. Oh, Star Trek Online, that's right.
Yeah, like I grew up a Trekkie and everything, but I don't like the fan base, so I don't get involved with a lot of the other stuff. Tyler says, if you wanted to check out an alien audio drama, which one should you do? Well, officially there's only 4, as in 4 officially licensed and produced ones, which is
Out of the Shadows, River of Pain, Sea of Sorrows, and Alien 3.
So
Come on.
you can't really go too wrong. I mean, Out of the Shadows and Sea of Sorrows are directly related, so I'd say listen to Out of the Shadows first. But fan wise, I mean, Alien Solara was putting one together, putting two together. In fact, they were doing Alien Solara and Alien Sharon. But they're not finished, and I think they're going to be abandoned and redone or something because of casting woes. Perfect Organism puts one out every year, which I don't think I've listened to the Scottish one yet because I was struggling to understand it, actually. But I enjoyed Proximity 1.
Man, even the British have a hard time understanding Scottish.
Yeah, I'm not very good with accents, to be honest.
Well, I don't know, like, do I have an accent to you? Like, is there an American accent? Because, like, nobody thinks their own accent is an accent, right?
I don't know, it's hard to say because, like, once upon
Because you have a British accent to me, but I'm sure to you that's just the normal default accent.
Well, mine's just a Midlands accent.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like heavy British accent, but
yeah. So mine's a bit more farmery than stereotypical accent. But like once upon a time, I had a problem telling you and Mikey apart from your voices. I don't now, but. I'm not doing very well at this game. Xander, fun fact, he was named after a Klingon. I can't think of a Klingon named Xander. Or do you mean Alexander? Is it named after Worf's kid?
yeah, I think the Alex White books would be the best choices right now for more audio dramas, just because they've been popular and well received.
Yeah, they need to start making more. It's a crime they stopped doing it. I mean, I know some intentions there that I don't really know if I'm allowed to talk about, but, you know, there was intentions for more.
Alright, so what are we betting for the new Hunting Grounds DLC?
Random sports dude.
You think they're gonna go fire team member again? You think they're gonna switch it up?
Yeah, and I think it was something entirely random that nobody expects or
Another sports guy?
yeah, or some random pop culture guy.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
I would like an EU character. I'm sure it will happen. And it doesn't have to be John.
Yeah, that would be dumb if they did that.
It wouldn't be dumb, it would be awesome. But I don't expect them to do John.
What about McKenna?
No.
What about Rory? He's all grown up, and he's like,
Give me Royce.
But Royce is like rolling with the Predators now.
It's fine because it can be both Predator and Fire Team.
That would be silly, having Royce scramble up a tree. I know some people were saying that on the Ilphonic forums, and I was like, no.
It'd be hilarious. I'm still not sure what I think about the lore regarding Royce.
I mean, it's kind of interesting, because he was kind of a twisted guy in that movie a bit. But yeah, it was kind of a strange turn in those tapes for his character that I didn't really expect. I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't just like, oh, he died off screen, you know, because that would have sucked. So, but I guess they needed some way to explain why she made it back to Earth and he didn't. And I'm glad it wasn't just he's dead, you know.
He'll come back, don't worry. See, Caleb's on the same wavelength as me. Enoch, Michiko, John, or Ligachev.
TK778, this is not private. We're just on the main AVP Unknown server right now, which you're welcome to join. I mean, we're not in charge of the server, so.
Xander wants Garber. Adam Baldwin does great in games. What, didn't he try to get Adam Baldwin for Requiem and it cost too many? He wanted too much pennies for it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe it just was he wasn't interested. I thought that was it.
So many stories about attempted cameos on
a lot of
Requiem.
aliens here. I mean, Garber did make an appearance in that book, Hunting Grounds book, right?
Yes.
Stalking Shadows. Yeah.
And he was also in Brian Thomas Smith's short story in It Leaves as well. I still think it's a crime that the EU never did more with the OWLF.
Yeah, well, thankfully, Hunting Grounds kind of brought that back a bit.
Galen raises a good point as well. They wouldn't be bound by having to get a specific actor if they weren't EU characters. It's quite right. Give me some of the DH Press characters. Was it Sloan? Was the guy from Turnabout? Give me him. I'm honestly surprised we haven't already had more EU stuff, because I'm sure we were told that when we spoke to him in the interview, weren't we?
Sorry, what now?
They could do, and we're looking at doing like all the EU related things.
For Hunting Grounds?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's only so much they can do too. It's like we're just like, hey guys, just do everything, right? But I don't know. Like it's with the EU stuff, you have to wonder if they would want to promote the Dark Horse things too much. Or if they want to focus on the series.
Marvel's putting out the.
That's true. So maybe they wouldn't have any problem with that. If they were going to go EU, I could think of some more appropriate choices, namely Scarface, just because his design is so unique, as well as. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking backwards. Ahab, because his design is so unique, and Scarface, because that was the last major Predator video game. But as far as humans go, that's the thing. I can't really think of any more Fireteam members that people would actually want. Like, people still want more Predators, which is why I think the new DLC will be another Predator. I think it'll be either Wolf or Scar.
I think Wolf or Scar would probably be big ones. Xander says he's rewatching Chuck and it's weird seeing Adam Baldwin because you can only see him as Garber. You only see him as Garber, you don't see him as Jade.
I avenged you, Aaron.
And Kagan says, yeah, when the Alpha Predator was first revealed, I figured that would be the first of more EU characters to come, but alas not. Yeah, the Alpha Predator was a great cross-promotion. Like, I think that's one of my favourite things to have happened recently, is the Alpha Predator in the lore.
Well, didn't you say in that thread, like, the NECA's stuff isn't really lore? Not, like, official?
Well, I know a lot of it's in the Bible. In the Predator Bible.
Yeah, but I'm sure even stuff in there contradicts. Like, that, you know. You have to
Well,
wonder if EU canon is, you know, it's always subservient to the main film canon.
Oh yeah, and it always will be. But what's does that matter at this point? Saying that the Alpha Predator stuff is really interesting and really enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, I like his design, but the whole, like, he was the first yacht jet, like, I don't know. I don't know.
I found it really interesting.
But that was a cool addition to the game. I won't deny that.
Xander's bigging up the John as well as a fire team member. And he was a Firefly fan, but saw P2 first. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think Garber's role was a bit too minor for me to think of him as Garber over Jane. I think Jane had a lot more character.
They should bring Lex back. That would, like, we haven't seen her.
You know what?
She'd be a good fire team member.
I would be interested in that, actually. As much as I'm a bleh on the films, but she made it back to society, you know. The Stargazer must have debriefed her.
Oh,
Caitlin says I'm sure they wouldn't miss an opportunity to sell us for the third time. What's the next skin going to be? PTSD Dutch. Where he's,
I think he
you know,
just
probably
means Dutch's brother would be selling us Dutch the third time. Which is why I would want.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be cool to finally have them reunite?
I mean, no, because it doesn't
I
make sense
would
that
love
Dutch would never, like, and it didn't make sense in the comics with how drawn out that plot point had become. It'd be like, wouldn't he check in with his brother if he was still alive at that point? So.
Yeah, but we know he went underground from the law teams. That's
true, but he still would have let him know he was alive, I think.
Would he though? Maybe they weren't really that close.
Alright, I think I've had my fill of this map. Do we want to do some Survivor?
Yeah, kind of.
Let's do it. Do it.
Do it. I can't even remember how we do Survivor in this.
I need to invite you.
The 3-player match, isn't it? Great match, and then yeah. So yeah, you'll have to invite me back into the party. Is Godrex joining us?
If you want Godrex, Ridgetop on Steam, send me a friend request and I'll send you an invite. What should we do first?
Do the one where we open back up.
C block?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Godrex says yes, so he's coming. Now Xander's taking P. He wants John to be played by Danny DeVito. What was the film where it was those two together?
Did I add you, Godrex? Or did I mistakenly not add you?
It's not in the group.
I could have sworn I confirmed that. Send me another one if you didn't get it.
Thank you, Galen. It's twins. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Are you showing offline? Maybe that's why I can't invite you. If you are invisible.
Seen Junior. I remember enjoying that. Guess what I watched for the first time the other day?
What?
You gotta guess. You'll probably never guess. It starred Veronica Cartwright.
Yeah, I'll never guess it. So you might as well just tell me.
It was Flight of the Navigator. I've never seen it
Oh,
before.
that's a good one. I forgot she was in that. Yeah, I haven't seen that since I was a kid, but I loved that movie as a kid.
It made me chuckle. I'm surprised how well the effects actually looked. How good the ship looked. Fabio says, "What do we think producers should remaster this game for PS4 and PS5?" Honestly, I'd rather a new game at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to think like AVP is niche, and so you wouldn't want to split a player base if you were to bring this one back. So if it was going to take a while to develop a new AVP, you could totally remaster and re-release this one. I mean, they did. It is playable on backwards compatibility on Xbox, but the matchmaking system is still just ridiculous. Oh, Godrex is here. Cool, sweet. Okay.
Don't relax just yet, Marines.
But yes, I would prefer a new game, but I still feel like you could re-release some of the older ones. Have Night Dive do it. Do AVP. What was the one? The RTS Extinction?
Hold out against the alien
Right?
swarm
Yeah, Extinct.
for as
Yeah.
long as
Yeah.
possible.
So do that one, but re-release it on PC and actually give it multiplayer and expand on it a bit. Oh no!
Yeah,
Godrex crashed.
RTS should really be on the PC.
Well, we'll see how long we can survive Godrex, and then we will join up again.
Yeah, that was another annoying console era thing where you couldn't join the game in progress.
Yeah. That's the thing, though, man. Like, I'm all about game preservation, and I don't think companies take that seriously enough. And so I would like to see way more updated re-releases of old games, and not worry too much about, you know, how is this going to cut into our new games excitement that's coming out. Because your new games should just stand on their own, you know? And you can make even more money by reselling your old games. Oh, I need a gun.
I sunk so much time into this mode.
And this mode, it has a few things holding it back, just in terms of respawns. It could be great, but it's just kind of decent.
I mean, Fireteam's essentially just this game, this mode.
Yeah, hard mode could also use some work. Point defense was fun for a bit, but I definitely think with the next update, they really need some more meat.
A full-on new campaign.
Yeah.
I doubt we'll get it.
Well, they have hinted at more campaign content, but who knows if that'll be in the next one.
I don't know. Game-wise, I just
You got aliens everywhere.
I don't feel like we're being given enough.
I would imagine with Hunting Grounds... Oh, the door's open. We'll see new DLC through the release of the new film. That's probably when they'll wrap it up.
Wave detected.
Xander says, didn't Extinction use AVP2's aesthetic? Yes, it did. Particularly in the Exos and a lot of like the cast system that as AVP2 was using it. Sometimes I forget how dark we need this game.
This game could be quite dark, yes. And the aliens were very sneaky in this game. Their hit and run tactics. I always loved when they crawled towards you on the ground with half their body missing as well. That was creepy. Like that, yeah. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Well, some of they did in AVP 1 and 2 as well, and I was glad to see it continue in this. Oh. Tyler agrees. Yeah, Fire Team Elite's cool, but wish there was more content.
The game was such a the gameplay is so good, in my opinion, and it's a great foundation for just really expanding on that. So I hope they do. I know it sold well and they considered it a success, but they are a smaller studio, so I don't think it is really a live service game. I think we asked them that question, and hopefully we will get that Q&A back one of these days. But
it's not going to be coming until after the next DLC at this point. I posted in the boards that a pin had to be stuck in it, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully that means they're actually working on a big update. Well, we got our regular alien warriors now.
See, and I like the warrior aliens in this, the models.
Yeah, these are the models they used for that Alien Descent attraction.
Good choice.
And their animations were all new though, and they were really cool. I so wish you could have done that, man.
Man, I wish so too.
I regret not doing it more than twice, because I thought it was going to be around for a while. If I had known it was going to go away in 2019, I would have done it like 5 times.
Like that and Alien War, that I missed out on those. Makes me cry.
Because, like, in terms of top 5 Alien experiences I've ever had, it's up there for sure.
Thing is, I have a VR arcade near me, but it's all original stuff. It's no licensed stuff.
Well, this went like way beyond VR in terms of the 4D effects. Like when you were outside, you would have like the wind blowing on you, and then when you went into the hive, it would be all warm. Like, how immersive they made it was just ridiculous. Like, I'll always remember just reaching my hand out in VR and grabbing onto an actual railing and just being like, whoa, this is crazy.
The one I went to was a bit of a holodeck kind of thing, so it was a room with pillars and the gridding on it. So there was grids, I mean, there was like pillars and stuff that you had to walk around and stuff like that within the game, but... Tyler says, have you guys seen the game Scorn that's coming out? Has a very eager...
Yeah, that's been in development for such a long time. I was starting to think that was vaporware, that it would never come out, but I guess they have a deal with Microsoft now, maybe? It looks cool. I was. I think after like the 3rd or 4th delay, they offered people to get their money back, and at that point I did request my money back because I didn't expect it to ever release. But it looks like it is finally coming this year.
I backed it. I left them with my pennies.
hopefully they remember those initial backers. I know sometimes when they start on Kickstarter and they go from one publisher to the next after that and change their way of doing things, they sometimes forget that, but hopefully they don't.
Oh, they're still updating the Kickstarter campaign.
Oh, well, that's good.
Because I think they basically hired a community, what do they call them? Community manager, that's it. They hired a community manager. I think they were getting too off with having to deal with everybody. Had to send out some apology emails for the wording of some of their previous campaign updates.
Ah, finally got me.
I'm looking forward to it though. I did play the demo. Didn't quite know what I was supposed to be doing in it, but aesthetically speaking, I really like the looks of it. You still there, God?
Yeah, if you're done with those wafers, feel free to join us.
Tim agrees. Scorn looks wild. Oh, I didn't have the DLC. We can't have the rain one.
That's okay. You don't have to do that one. There he is. Oh, he's in here. Okay. Okay, match details. I think I need to go back one to change the map.
No. What you do, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll do machine. That wasn't a DLC one, was it?
I think that was the DLC that came with the game, but
I think we'll find out.
Tim says, who thinks we might see some Guy Pearce, Peter Whalen flashbacks in the Alien series?
I hope not. I hope they just pretend the prequels didn't happen, honestly.
Didn't you like Guy Pearce?
I'm more of a Charles Bishop Whalen fan myself.
Just because he's Lance.
Yeah.
Incoming wave detected.
I really like Guy Pearce because I really liked the TED Talk.
I mean, I like him as an actor. I just didn't like his Whalen very much.
You didn't like the TED Talk?
It's okay. It was interesting.
It was.
I know they were
okay.
kind of going for an Elon Musk type thing, but
I really enjoyed those.
yeah, I mean, that movie had some good viral marketing, don't get me wrong.
Xander says, what's your favourite skins in this?
I like the AVPR style alien Ridgehead. It's probably my favorite alien one. What do they call that? There's a name for it.
It was just Ridgehead in this, weren't it?
Maybe it was? I don't know. Because I know the regular one, the default has a ridged head, but they also have like grid, they also have a smooth dome head.
I like grid.
But they had like, you never see it in the campaign, but they had like an AVPR style head.
What was?
Oh shit.
Damn, no, you just killed him.
Did I? Does this have friendly
You
fire?
killed him. Yeah.
All right.
This mode has friendly
All
fire.
right. Sorry, God, thanks.
Come
Kill
on, let's
you
restart it. Come on, come and kill me. Was it you got a 7 skin as the pre-order skin, and the Alien Hunter and I can't remember who the Marine
six
one
skin,
was.
you mean?
What did I say?
You said 7.
Oh, 7's from friggin' Infiltration, innit?
Yeah, neither did I, God Rex. I'm sorry.
Alright, let's try that again.
Infiltrator, not infiltration. You're just getting everything wrong, aren't you?
Sure.
All right, now
I always liked the grid head in this.
now I want to see.
You can turn it off.
No, I just want to see what that.
Use your words.
What that skin is called, and we
Oh.
could go back to this multiplayer. It's a big server. Okay, so Warrior was the default,
Warrior Ridged.
and then we have Warrior Drone, and that's the dome head. Warrior Ridged, yeah, and you know, fitting for Mr. Ridgetop, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
And Nethead, which was a take on Gritty. I did not pre-order this game on PC because I was still
360.
yeah, I was still 360.
Same.
So I wish there was a way I could get 6 and Alien Hunter and who was the other one?
Mixed species
Was it Rookie?
match. Defeat the other
I think
team
Rookie
to
was
win.
the skin you got for oh, and I really like this map too. I really like the gloomy feel of this refinery here with the overcast. Like, I always thought this map had such cool atmosphere. That's what you get for trying to go after me while I'm admiring the map. I know, right? Like, look at that. Look at that. That's so spooky and cool. Caleb says this was the best multiplayer map in the game. I don't know if I'd go that far, but it is one of my favorites.
I liked Refinery.
Yeah,
A
me
lot.
too. And I liked some of the DLC maps. The that crash site one was cool, but it's a shame that it's so big and it kind of came out like right as the game was starting to die. So it didn't really see its full potential. Got some AFK people here, it looks like.
Yeah?
I know some people were saying like the alien made them motion sick in this game.
But to be fair, you know, the first time when I was a kid, I played Alien on Classic. It gave me headaches.
Oh yeah?
That was fast.
Yeah, it was. That's a game we could live stream, would be ABP Classic 2000.
Yeah, oh man, I suck balls at the multiplayer of that. I'm terrible. Although that did have a skirmish mode as well, that I got some play out of when I was younger.
Yeah, that's probably what we would do. I mean, maybe we could do a few multiplayer rounds and give people some advance notice and they could join us, but we could also do some skirmish. Oh, Godrex is on the opposite team again. Sorry, Godrex.
We ran a couple of game nights on Classic to repair.
Yeah, we did.
Just I struggle with the Quake era.
Let's see, I was all about those Quake games, so it suits me just fine.
Yeah, it's way too fast for me now.
Whoa. A bit of a brawl there. Xander says, I prefer ACM third-person Alien. Yeah, that was an interesting choice, how it was, you know, just like Hunting Grounds. It was third-person for the Alien and FPS for the Marines.
It worked well.
Yeah.
It worked well.
I honestly do kind of like the first-person Alien experience, though. I know it can be a bit motion sicky for some, but I've always enjoyed it in the APP games.
Xander telling Porky's there, the Alien 3 Scientist dude was the pre-order skin. No, it was not. Liar. The Fox says he hates how Marines can block an alien attack. Now, I know that was a common complaint with this, but for the sake of balance and the fact that I do like the rock, paper, scissors, it didn't bother me as much. I put up with it for mechanical purposes.
Games Re-Up says, glad to catch a live stream. You guys are awesome and do incredible work. Never miss a podcast or video. Is it time for another AVP game if done right? Well, thank you, Games Re-Up. Am I saying that right? We appreciate that. Thanks for listening to our podcast and hopping on the stream. Yes, we were talking about this when the stream started too. It is definitely time for another AVP game. We are super ready for that. It's been more than 10 years, it's been 12 years with the anniversary. So I would love to see that. I think it is totally time for that.
Well, I suppose if you count Evolution, it's probably only been about 10 years.
I mean, that was a good mobile game, but it's not very accessible. You can't buy it. Like, I don't really count it, honestly.
It's a shame that's not viable anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it was really well made for the time, and now you're seeing like some better mobile experiences. Like Alien Isolation on mobile is mind blowing, but that still wasn't a mobile game designed first, you know.
Kaylan has it right. It's always time for more AVP. Did you ever play The Hunt Begins?
Oh, the tabletop game? Whoa.
Yeah.
I did not. I mean, I have it. A friend gave it to me. He was really into Warhammer and he got it, and he was just like, I see you playing this more than me, so here you go. After he was done with it. So I just have like the main base kit, but some of those miniatures were just so cool, like the dropship. I wish I would have just bought. Oh man.
I have the dropship on my shelf.
Nice. Did you paint
and
it?
And the APC. Chevy painted it for me actually. It was a gift for something, I can't remember what. Well, the painting was a gift for something.
Oh man.
Thing is, I've never played the wargaming version of it. We played like the first 6 or so missions. It's such hard work trying to get a gaming group to stick through something. We played a good chunk of the missions. Really enjoyed it. I have dire luck when it comes to dice games anyway. But yeah, Caleb, I ended up buying a load of stuff during that going out of business set. Well, we've lost the license sale.
Yeah, because Protoss is still in business, right?
As Acheron Gaming doing something else.
Oh yeah, aren't they doing like inspired by AVP thing now or something?
I think they're doing scenery.
That's too bad. I mean, I'm sure that game was pretty big for them. I thought it did well, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it took them a long while to finally get going with it, because eventually they started bringing out like a unit every month or every other month or something like that, and it was a really good time. I was picking them all up. I painted a good chunk of them. I was regularly playing the board game version, which was nice. Yeah, it's a shame. Because I wasn't really playing in a lot of gaming shops at that point. I was playing the Star Trek Attack Wing, but I never got a dedicated group of Alien.
I played a bit of Attack Wing as well, and I really like that one. I honestly like, you know, call me a pleb, but I like the miniatures you don't have to paint. They come already painted.
No, I get that.
I do think the Star Wars miniatures game looked a little better than the Star Trek one, because I think it was honestly NECA that did the attack wing ships.
No.
Yeah.
NECA didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, it was WizKids, sorry.
Which is NECA's company.
They owned it. Yeah, they own it. Sorry, I thought you said NECA did Star Wars. It's like,
No. They did attack wing the ships.
WizKids did attack wing. NECA owned WizKids. They Star Wars Fantasy Flight Games did a far better job with the paints of their Star Wars models.
Oh, so they produced that one their own, because it was still the Fantasy Flight Games rule set for Star Trek Attack Wing.
Yeah, it was just licensed out with some changes. I really enjoyed Attack Wing. I travelled the Midlands playing that. I won 3 DS9 winners DS9s. I came 6th at Nationals.
Games Re-Up says EVP Evolution felt like a mobile game but done well. Yes, I agree. Yes, getting my name right. Well, that's good. Glad I got it right. You guys should check out the Aliens Quake mod for Dreamcast covered on my channel. I will check that out. I didn't know Dreamcast supported mods. I know there's a lot of good old Quake mods.
I have a couple of Alien Doom mods.
I remember playing a Killing Floor Aliens mod, which is kind of fun.
Yes, I think it was Hemi on our boards.
Yeah. Also, we have Justice Ford #1. I've been a long-time viewer, and I'm always on the ABB Galaxy forums. I'm really worried about the next Predator movie, with lack of news about the movie. What do you guys think? Well, thank you for being a long-time viewer, Justice for #1. What's your name on the boards? Is it the same? Are you are you a lurker? I'm cautiously optimistic about Prey. I don't think we need to worry about the lack of marketing, because I think you're right, Aaron, that just with it being a streaming movie, this isn't going to be like our typical marketing. Like the, I mean, hopefully it's not as bad as this one, but the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that just came out on Netflix, we saw the first trailer for that like a month before it released on Netflix. And I think this will probably be something similar.
Yeah. I'm disappointed because marketing's half the fun for us. But yeah, we'll get something in the month before release. And I don't want a big revealing trailer either.
But it'll definitely be a different experience. You know, this will be the first time we've had a movie in the franchise where we're not going to have that theatrical experience. I'm still probably going to make a night of it at home and invite friends over, but it'll definitely feel different. What were you about to say?
That it'll suck not having it on theatre screen. I mean, I've got a decent enough telly that it'll be still a good experience.
Yeah.
But it's like, I love and appreciate getting to see the films on the big screen.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is like big screens at home are much more accessible now and cheaper than they used to be. So you can kind of emulate that experience, especially if you have like a full-blown home theater. But it is not the same. And, you know, the convenience is great, because sometimes movie theaters are hit and miss. You know, sometimes they can be kind of crummy, and sometimes they can be awesome, depending on the theater and the crowd you have. But, you know, I'm still really looking forward to the movie, and I think Dan Trachtenberg is a good director from the work of his that I've seen. So, you know, I am hyped for it.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, Games Re-Up. Streaming only release for this one on Hulu. I was hoping it would have been a hybrid one, but nope.
Unless something changes.
Caleb says, I'll be doing what I did with Godzilla vs. Kong, sitting real close to the TV to make the screen seem bigger. Yeah, that will work. Yeah, we watched that one on HBO Max when it came out, and it was a movie that was watched intoxicated. Because it kind of needed it, in my opinion. Caleb's going to be mad at me for that. This will be like, no, Monsterverse is awesome.
Hey, I wasn't big on it, to be honest. We just watched the missus and I just watched the 90s one again today.
Of
Yeah.
which one? 98?
Godzilla. Yeah.
Oh, those are fighting
It's
words,
so
because that's a
bad.
good movie.
It's
No.
so bad.
No, that's a good movie.
No, it's not.
Let's hope Sizzy's not on the stream. She'll come after you for that one.
Like, the CG is terrible. It doesn't age well at all. Some of the accent, everybody does the cliche New Yorker accent.
It's because they're in New York. They sound like that.
Not everybody in New York sounds like that.
Most of them do.
No,
It's
they
the ones who
don't.
grew up there do.
No, they don't.
Hey, have you been to New York? No, I have. Okay, I know.
And everybody sounded like that.
A lot of them did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, here comes Sizzy telling you how wrong you are.
I don't care. Tell me the CG
And
holds up.
David will tell you you're wrong too. There are a few defenders of that movie. I thought the creature design was excellent. I thought it was just a fun popcorn summer movie.
I'm somebody who absolutely loves, Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin. I weren't too fussed with Godzilla.
And I liked Matthew Broderick. I liked the creepy baby Godzillas and the stadium. Like I don't know. I always thought that movie was cool.
I watched the cartoon when I was a kid. I watched a lot of the cartoon.
I didn't watch too much, but I remember it being pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed the cartoon. But I'd rather watch Independence Day or Stargate or The Day After Tomorrow than those guys.
Day After Tomorrow I always thought was just okay.
I love that.
I thought that was the start of Roland Emmerich kind of losing his touch a bit. Although I am excited for Moonfall. Is that out?
Yes. It is exactly the kind of film you would expect it to be from Roland Emmerich.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends if you like Roland Emmerich's films.
Well, I like his older films, his newer films that I haven't been super crazy on.
Yeah, I wasn't keen on Geostorm.
I didn't see that one. The last one I saw of his was the Independence Day sequel, which was not great. I mean, it had its moments that I liked.
That's
But
guilty pleasure for me. I know it's objectively bad, but I really enjoy it. But I also read the prequel novel and the comics beforehand, so I was just completely absorbed in Independence Day before I went to see it.
the main problem I had with it was the whole retcon of like, oh, they were just trying to drill to the Earth to destroy it. It's like, no, they wanted to like suck up the natural resources. That was never part of it. And I thought the Queen alien was stupid, and the whole like, oh, she's dead, I guess we better retreat our entire forces instead of just destroy humanity. I was like, wait, what? So
Like I said, I know it's an objectively bad film, but I enjoy it still.
see, Tyler knows the 98 Godzilla design is awesome too. Yeah, Patrick Totopoulos was the creature designer for that. He did a great
And
job.
also designed Stargate masks
Yep.
and Independence Day. I haven't got anything wrong with the design. I just don't think the CG holds up.
I think it holds up in some areas better than others, and that movie actually does have a few practical effect shots. Not many, but it did have a few. And the baby ones, there were a lot of practical effects with those.
Sticking their heads through the doors and stuff, yeah.
And I liked the characters. I mean, I thought Matthew Broderick was just a fun, enjoyable character in that movie. The character he played, Totopoulos.
Matthew Broderick's always fun.
Yeah.
Have you not seen Inspector Gadget?
I have, but it's been forever since I've seen that one.
So, Games Re-Up says, I think the fact we are seeing an Alien TV show, Predator movie, and then the studio maybe testing the water and see how it goes, then maybe AVP. Man, I would love nothing more. Nothing more than to see AVP on the big screen. And it could be a theatrical anime for like just God damn, I'm about to get tag teamed in.
Well, there is Zilla and there's Godzilla. Like, there was a Toho stamp for each one. Both the 98 one, and Zilla is just the 98 creature in the Toho universe. But they are two different monsters. So 98 Godzilla is a proper Godzilla.
I don't like the MonsterVerse stuff. I find it boring.
Well, I mean, like, Toho's... Well, Toho's always, like, changing its continuity, too. I guess they're planning a new one, too. I still think Shin Godzilla is my favorite of all time. I think that's the best Godzilla movie made.
Justice for number one says, will the AVP anime ever get released that Netflix did?
That is a
Oh,
good question.
good question,
We would
yeah.
certainly love to see that, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah. I want to see that more than anything. But it's not looking likely.
Yeah, Zilla does get smoked in Final Wars. That is the quickest kaiju death in the Toho films, is Godzilla killing Zilla in Final Wars.
In that the kind of Spinosaurus shade?
The what?
Like, Spinosaurus shade, where everybody just fucking hates it.
I mean, maybe, yeah. Maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know. How many kills you got? Huh? Let's see. How you
Halen
doing?
raises a good point as well. They never officially acknowledged
doing
the
better
AVP
than me.
anime exists.
Yeah, that was just kind of a leak. But we know it does.
We know it exists, yeah. And there was a bunch of other, you know, I think I included it on our coverage of Kyo's leak of the anime, but we knew Fox was interested in animated things. You know, there was going to be things related to Olivia's ship. It never happened.
It's a shame that Machinima Alien Isolation series turned out so poorly. I think that could have been good if it was done well. To people who aren't into the games could still get that story, but it was just so poorly executed, unfortunately.
You know what they need? It's not Blur, who handled the Alien cinematic stuff.
Yeah, wasn't it Blur that
No,
did
it
those
wasn't
commercials for?
No, it wasn't Blur.
Well,
Who
yeah,
was
but
it?
that I know what you mean. That level of animation was really good.
Oh, it's
Look
gonna be
it
not
up
because
if you want it. They're not
I have
watching
to-
you play.
Yeah, true. It wasn't Blur. It was.
Yeah. Axis. Okay, yeah. If we got a full movie, like those Starship Troopers CG movies, right? Like, make Alien 5 like that, and just have Sigourney and Michael Biehn do the voices. It'd be awesome.
They don't even need Sigourney. They can just have Laura Lefko.
Yeah. Because she was really good. I keep forgetting her. It's just been too long since those audio dramas, but she played Ripley great.
Unfortunately, a bit of behind baseball here. Fox did approach Axis to do stuff for that isolation show.
But it was just too much money.
Yeah, it was outside of the budget for the project.
Well, you get what you pay for, and they got what they got. Nobody was happy with it.
I think the only decent stuff to come out of the isolation obsession recently was the Switch, and I suppose now the iOS ports of the game.
Oh, the mobile port's just so good. But, I mean, Blackout, I'll still defend that game, you know?
Oh yeah, Blackout. I really enjoy Blackout. But like the novel suckballs, the digital series
Did it really
wasn't
suck
good.
that bad? I didn't end up reading it just because you were saying such negative things, but was it just like okay, or was it just terrible?
I mean, I found the original stuff in it fun, because that's when the author was having fun. You could feel him enjoying doing his own thing, but the guy didn't play the game,
And it showed.
and it showed. The game had none. I mean, the book didn't translate any of the feeling from the game. It was just so lackluster and dull, and yeah. And I find it annoying because I think there's still stories to tell on Sevastopol. You know, all the DLC characters have stories to go in there. And of course, Resistance and Rescue were terrible.
Yep. Rescue was the worst one, right?
Yeah, Rescue was the worst.
I just thought they kind of ran her character dry. You know, she had been through a lot in isolation. I could see some stuff she did after that to try and expose them, but I think they pushed that a bit too far.
Yeah, I don't think that they've overused her. I just think they haven't used her well. But now, of course,
Hey, you did pretty good on that. You got second.
Yeah, woo. 31 kills.
All right, we got time for one more match.
You want to do a Survivor? And we'll end it.
Sure, we can do some Survivor.
You come in, God.
Yeah,
he's with us.
Yeah.
He's with us. He's got no choice. I still kind of suspect it was the Castlevania people that did the anime.
Maybe he does have the DLC. Let's see.
Yeah. If we can get in the rainy one. He does. Good.
All right.
Good. This one's my favourite one.
Yeah, this is my favorite Survivor map as well.
Oh, Caleb, I don't remember what the reason is as to why we haven't seen the anime. But then again, I guess they've... Disney's probably had rights issues with Marvel for a while, haven't they? Because of like all the stuff with the Marvel universe.
With Marvel?
Yeah, like trying to get their shows back and stuff like that, you know, like Daredevil.
Oh, right. Because Disney's just absorbing everything now.
Yeah, those are our lords and masters, you cannot speak ill.
I'm sorry, Disney Masters. Please forgive me, I didn't mean anything. It was just a joke.
Oh yeah, it's... Oh!
Are you dead already? Oh, he killed you this time.
He killed me! Damn it, God, right.
He was trying to get back at me, but he got you by accident.
Xander says he turned the Commander into a Ricky clone after isolation.
Okay,
Agree with that?
note to self, let me turn off friendly fire.
I don't know if he can.
I think he can.
Yeah, just so it's just a suspicion that I think it was the Castlevania guys. I think I did a little bit of investigation at the time, and that was what was seeming likely. I think somebody might have even commented on it, as in an insider with quotation marks. But it's not one we've been able to dig into.
He's just killing all of us.
I think he's working for Grant Corporation.
Alright, we gotta do one more now.
We are going to do one more. Don't worry. Do you agree with Xander, though? Do you think Commander turned into a Ripley clone?
Incoming wave detected.
I don't know if she ever turned into a Ripley clone. I just thought they... Like, I would have loved to have seen more of her character. I don't necessarily think an Isolation sequel would have needed to have starred her. I mean, she should have had a presence in some way or another. But as far as where they took her with the comics, I thought they just overdid it. Because, like, even Rescue jumped ahead, like, what, 20 years? And she was still doing that? I was just kind of like, eh. And I know you're right. Like, it was done poorly. I think they could have done it better. But at this point, they kind of just fumbled it. And maybe it's time to move on.
Yeah.
But... Yeah. I don't know. One of the stories has her husband coming up, right? Colony War. And so, is it Colony War that has McLaren in it?
One of them. It's one of them has it.
One of them has it.
Well, it might be Inferno. I can't remember.
And so, I mean, like, if this is when, is she still alive? Is this after she's died? Because she was pretty old when she died. So
isn't Zula in Inferno?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like Zula. I don't think you were too fussed with her, were you?
No, I thought she was a good character. I thought
It's just a case of Rescue and Resistance being crap again.
Yeah, that was part of what soured it for me, and Amanda. But in terms of her in Defiance, I thought she was great. I do think Defiance kind of lost steam after halfway through its run. But I liked her a lot in Prototype. So
Yeah, Prototype was fun. God, let yourself die. Come on, let's have a full game together.
no, he's got to fight to the death.
No. This is comic book narrative. He'll be getting his just desserts. So he's holding his ground here. He's gonna take it. Look,
Oh,
yeah,
I think I think he heard you because there's a delay on the stream.
Oh no. No, it's but okay. With a kissy face, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that one is. No killing each other. We have to avoid each other.
I'm gonna check the settings. I think there's some way to disable it.
I like it better with the friendly fire on.
No. It would be okay if you would actually respawn at the beginning of the next round, but it just ruins the whole game if that happens.
Oh. Okay, I'll let you off then.
I don't know why they did that where friendly
apparently
fire
it was
off.
a reface, not a kissy face.
Should we stick with Tempest though? You want to do that map?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Tempest is my favourite map.
Not Kissy.
Re. Game's re-ups, only just started Daredevil. I haven't seen... No, I saw... Does this say season 3?
I like the Ben
can't
Affleck
remember.
movie.
No, the
Yeah, I know,
Marvel
I
show
know,
was...
the show.
The Netflix show was great.
I haven't watched any of it.
What I've seen of it's great. Like, there's two particular fantastic fight sequences in it. I think there's something in a prison and then something in a corridor that were just fantastic.
Oh! Alright, I turned friendly fire off, so if there's an alien next to us, as long as it's not too close, don't be shy.
Yeah, because acid damage will still get you. And Xander says still need AVP Galaxy Synth merchandise. We'll go and buy one of our t-shirts. We spent a lot of money on some t-shirt designs that nobody buys.
But we may be looking at some new stuff this year, because it has been a while since we've had some new merch, so...
And you need to get approval before committing to anything.
I'm not committing to anything. I said we may. We'll look into it.
No, I just mean after the last fiasco.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, that wasn't really a fiasco. It was just... took longer than we expected, but... I was quite satisfied with those designs.
Oh yeah, they look brilliant. We sold a sticker of that today.
Oh, sweet. I think I bought a few
All
stickers
50
of that one.
All 50 cents.
I have a pillow with our logo. You can get a pillow.
You have the circle one, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like TeePublic. It's so easy.
What do you think, though? Do you like that logo with the weird yin-yang alien and predator, or should we update that?
Oh no, I love that. I always have. And I wish they'd have done more maps with weather effects in this. I do think they're genuinely brilliant map.
I know Xenopedia has like the circular Alien 3 alien with like the Predator laser sight. That's kind of a cool AVP logo.
I mean, I think we had the embryo as our ICO.
I think we still do, yeah. Just in the web address thing.
Yeah.
Tyler says, not to be promoting myself or anything, but I do graphic design work and would love to do stuff for you guys. Well, Tyler, we will look into that. That's, I mean, yeah. I'm not opposed to exploring that.
Yeah, I don't mind looking at other folks' work.
just shoot us a message somewhere.
It's funny with the storm effects in this because we've just gone through 3 days of storms in the UK.
Oh yeah, I saw
That
that made the news how windy and stormy it was over there.
Yeah, it ruined like the O2 arena.
That was that one from the opening of The World Is Not Enough. That's how I know it.
Okay. I don't watch James Bond. I watched the Daniel Craig ones, but that was it.
Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan was always my Bond, the one I grew up with, so he's my favorite. I'm stuck.
I was never really into the giant spy genre, to be fair.
I think my dad always really liked the Bond movies, and that's kind of how I got into them. Not to mention, like, GoldenEye on N64. Like, that was so cool, so that kind of got me into it a bit.
Never played it.
Oh, dude, that's like one of the most classic FPS games of all time.
I know it's one of the influential ones.
Well, you know, there's a rumor that they uncovered a 4K port, like, that was completely remastered for Xbox, and apparently it's finally coming this year, because I think it's a big GoldenEye anniversary. So, if it does come, you owe it to yourself to play that one.
I might do.
Calum says, "You're British, Aaron. It's illegal to say that." Right, you gotta rep Bond.
I can't. I don't believe in that kind of allegiance.
No, not to Bond or Laura Croft or Lara Croft.
I hated Tomb Raiders as well.
Oh, not the old original ones. Those were so good.
I didn't. I gave the mobile reboot of it a go. Remaster, port, whatever.
I love those classic Tomb Raider games, much more than the reboot trilogy, but I haven't given the reboot trilogy its fair shot, so I need to.
I did get the reboot, and I really enjoyed the reboot.
Did you play the sequels to it?
I don't think so, because I don't think I finished the reboot, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I need to just play through all of them, at least give them their fair shot. I didn't even see the reboot movie, but I did like the old Angelina Jolie ones.
That sucked.
I heard good things about it.
Nah. Why did I go and see it? I think it might have been because Walton Goggins was in it.
I didn't know you liked him that much from Predators.
Yeah. Oh no, we lost God Rex. We're gonna lose me. Yeah,
shit. I at least gotta get to the Warriors, and now I'm stuck again.
Yeah, games were talking about the Marvel stuff as well. Punisher series was incredible. I didn't watch season 2, but I really enjoyed season 1.
You know, the Punisher movie sequel, Punisher Warzone, back when they were starting their like Marvel Knights R-rated movies before Disney took over, that was so cool. I thought. I haven't seen the Punisher show. I know people rave about the Punisher and Daredevil shows, but I thought that movie was better than the Thomas Jane one. I was quite entertained by that one.
But the days of getting to the friggin' Praetorian rounds of this.
Are there grenades in this level or no?
No.
How long? How long can I stay alive? See, that was the problem with this mode, is it had such potential. If they would have taken the best parts of Bug Hunt and combined it with this, like, I want to open these doors. I want to go in these buildings and hold up, you know?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. None of them have really got the...
And it seems like it would be so easy to do because they all almost get there. They all get so close to just getting there. But they all fall short in one way or another. Like, the Fireteam Elite Horde is just too static. You're only in that one room. This is the same, and you can't respawn your squad mates. Bug Hunt is just, it gets so boring and so grindy with the money. But the maps are cooler in Bug Hunt. So, it's a shame they just can't get the Horde stuff right. Skirmish, honestly. Skirmish was the last one to get it pretty right.
Skirmish?
Yeah, from AVP 1.
Oh, you mean... Well, I mean, that was essentially just a multiplayer map with alien AI.
Oh, shit! Oh, you already quit. Oh. Oh, you turned into a robot on me now.
The Quake Sega Dreamcast thing, I'll give that a retweet.
Well, we good? We streamed out?
Yeah, yep, bedtime.
Alright, well, thank you for joining us, folk. We appreciate, this was a good stream today. Appreciate you, chat. If you'd like to check out our forums and talk to us and our forum members, you can do that on our website, which is avpgalaxy.net. And we are on all the major socials under AVP Galaxy or Alien vs. Predator Galaxy. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And thanks again, guys. Until next week, we'll either be doing old-ass Game Boy game or new Predator Hunted Grounds content.
I think you find what you mean is fantastic, nostalgia-filled Game Boy game.
Yeah. All right. Everybody, take care. Enjoy your Sunday.
Tyler, don't forget to message us your deets.
Yeah, he said he would.
Okay.
All right, folks. Take it easy.
In a bit, guys.